know why. What is happening? Why is the king wanting to kill us all suddenly? Then Arioch made the thing known to Daniel. Daniel went in and desired of the king that he would appoint him a time, and he would show the king the interpretation. So Daniel, by faith in God, offers to the king that if the king will give him a future appointment, he will at that appointment tell the king the interpretation of his dream. Daniel's trusting God to reveal it to him by that point, to save his life and all the lives of all the others. Verse 17, Then Daniel went to his house and made the thing known to Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah. So these are all of their Hebrew names. Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, his companions, that they would desire mercies of the God of heaven concerning this secret, that Daniel and his companions would not perish with the rest of the wise men of Babylon. So just for some background to understand the culture and where Daniel and his friends were coming from as children of Israel, they had been stolen out of Israel by this king and allowed to live because they were considered to be intelligent and able to learn the culture and the science of Babylon and the language or languages. So, but their names help you to understand where they're coming from and what their parents believed when they named them. So, Daniel, let's see what that means. So, Daniel comes from Dan and El. El, of course, means God, and Dan means judge. So, judge and God. So, it could mean God is judge. So, Hananiah or Hananiah, something like that, comes from Hanan or Kanan and Yah. So, Yah, of course, is God's name, Yahweh. But Hanan or Kanan means to be gracious, to show favor, to have mercy. So, in other words, God be gracious, or God is gracious. And then we have Mishael, and it comes from the word me and El. Me means who, and El, of course, means God. And the meaning of the name is who is what God is. In other words,